We tried 1971 in both those. So even though there's a birth date written on the boats, it must mean that's for another puzzle. It's nice that this area isn't laggy in a battle. It wouldn't let me do the rappel for some reason. Just banish the three of them. I don't want to fight three of them. I pressed B to repel and it didn't repel him. Nothing going on over there. The trouble is...
I can't use the door because of the snow.
Ah, the weather. Of course. That's why that battle was there, because we tried to go back through during the weather. Okay, so we're going to have to change the weather to normal and then go over there and then change it back again. I was thinking it's weird that there's now a battle there. Wasn't previous. There's no number plates on any of those. Of course, there's boats everywhere. Of course there is. Agile, non-stop boats. I'm going to try looking out the window. Oh, still too sunny to look out. Give me a sip of drink.
A little perfection for the road.
I don't know if that gives us any extra mana, but if it does, then that's helpful. Okay, let's hope that there's no battle outside of it. Although, if it's the time of day, which is early, it might just be there's a wiggly antenna. And the wiggly antenna might be laggy. Okay, it's not wobbling. It's not wobbling. That's a good sign. Right, so let's set it back to snow so that we can get to the low tides. And then... then we'll try throwing shrimp everywhere and maybe the bird will come off. Copium. Okay, one of these chaps was extra thick for some reason, so I was thinking perhaps maybe we put it in that, but that wasn't the case. Because she commented that it had special knitting on it, didn't she? Because I'm not seeing anywhere to leave the shrimp to get them to come down. Is there anything... Right, there's a crow and a thing.
The gate is closing too quickly. I have to find a way to get rid of these seagulls for a longer time.
Well, there's two seagulls and a crow, so... two of those and a thing. Let's see. It said it updated the objectives. Find a way to dismiss the birds. That's helpful, isn't it? Because we can't just use them. But I don't think dropping things on the floor is really doing it for us. Okay, there's some tasty shrimp and a mushroom for you guys. I know you love them. You want to go eat the tasty shrimp and mushroom? There's a bird flying down on it. Did they actually? But the crow went. The crow wanted it.
Snow and rain? Not a good mix.
Okay, so that might be what you have to do. The crow wanted the mushroom. Okay, there's...
That's
They
it.
flew off.
All the birds are busy. Stay this way, please.
So you just have to dump it off the floor. Now we get it. Okay. That was a bit convoluted. And maybe I just hadn't placed it close enough to the thing. But the other one wasn't having any of it in the other area, was he? Ah, my shrimp. Oh, he landed back on it, but it didn't close it down. They've all landed back on there. Why wasn't the other crow having anything to do with the mushroom? Like, quite clearly, he should have had something to do with the mushroom and gave us the key. Okay, that's travelling to the church, which is where we need to go. A boat.
This boat has a number plate. No use for you now.
0785. Okay, so we've got one of the codes. 0785. I'm not going all the way back there right away, but we'll remember that and do on the way back. In before we need whatever's inside the thing. No use for this. You sure about that? You sure you've literally already learnt that you need that number plate for one of these? Oh yeah, it's just a number plate. Forget that. I understand you don't want people to know until they found the thing, but you know, we found the thing, so you don't need to hide that information from me. Okay, we are at the church.
Is close now.
Probably a battle in here, right? Hello, bird.
Tree cycle. At least, if you don't understand what's in front of you, it probably means you are facing modern art.
I mean, it's recycling. I'll give it that. Firecrackers, useful to create ammunition. A toilet in a very odd space. Travel to the house. Okay. So that's the other path. Back from to the church way, of course.
George's Museum. For the young and less young.
The young and the
Museum,
less young.
Artisan workshop, exhibition hall. Exceptional summer event. Meet No-No the robot and take part in his treasure
That says
hunt.
Nico the robot, not No-No the robot. We've also got several coins at George's workshop, so
I don't see much. Let's walk with caution.
run straight in. Walk with caution.
I have a feeling that we can win gifts and they arrive right in this vase.
Okay. More puzzles. This George.
1990. Inauguration of George's Museum in the company of St. Exel's mayor. Always up to new challenges, the museum is located to attract people to an isolated part of the village. Facing the power supply issues of St. Exel, George electrically autonomized his museum.
Of course he did, just so that we can do it whilst he's not here. This certainly looks like another puzzle
this
game.
puzzle and win a coin to use in George's workshop.
Well, we're already in your workshop. Okay. Wasn't correct, but
You know it as well as I, the devil hides in the details. The solution of this puzzle too.
I'd go in there. I mean, it doesn't matter if I push that further forward. But it turns out I spent all that time turning it around for nothing. Because it was already facing the correct way.
No.
So I turned it around for nothing. Okay, so we've got another coin. That's a back door. That's a very interesting looking machine. Anything else before we put coins in you? I assume.
So you're Nico the robot. You don't seem super friendly for something made
You
to amuse
didn't even
kids.
say no-no that
Still,
time.
he and the museum look shut down for now.
But that's not what we put coins in.
So you're Nico the robot. You don't seem
Why
super
can't I
feminine
skip the
for something
text?
made to amuse kids. Still, he and the museum look shut down.
Also, you
for
don't
now.
look very mechanical.
I think I'm going to need a lever.
I guessed that.
I think I'm going to need a lever.
No, look at the
George,
paper.
with the momentary storm, your windmill system went into safety mode and stopped. I wanted to reactivate it, but I couldn't put my hand back on the lever. In the meantime, the museum will remain in the dark.
At the moment, the system is in security mode, so it's literally which it says. Okay. I got it. We need the lever. You can't do it until there's a lever. But once we put the lever in, does it just work? I'm not seeing anywhere to place our token. I really thought we would get to use the tokens in here. Get some prizes. No. There's more puzzles to do before you get to do that. Bye.
So, the wind turbines providing him with power stopped working. I wonder where they are. Nothing.
That wasn't really what was said, was it? The wind turbines are offline. Are they? Okay. I thought we were talking about also follow the levers. There's a wind turbine. I should get it working. No? Cut that. I'm right under it. And also there's more. That really not the solution. That was the solution last time.
Okay, now I'm intrigued.
Guess we need to do a little something else. Let's just travel to the house. I really thought that would turn on the wind
This
turbine.
house no longer serves as a vicarage, if the full letterbox is anything to go by. The devotees deteriorated his facade to intimidate him. I'm on the right track.
Damon. You haven't given his birthday. His door is blocked. That's a save. Nothing. Travel to the beach. Okay. So there's also a path to the beach. So maybe there might have been a way to the church from the beach. But, you know, maybe I'll get back to the beach. Okay, I see that odd tree that looks like something shadowy coming into life. That's just an ordinary gate. Right, let's go check out this. And there's definitely nothing ominous about this. Another tree that we can chop. I forgot to bring the axe. Okay, if we chop down the axe, that will clearly knock down those power lines. And maybe then that pulls down the turbines to a place where we can activate.
You are on one of the highest points of St. Exel. The Assumption Church was built against the edge of this cliff. This panorama has become an emblematic place for those who like to observe the flora and wildlife of the region.
Is that relevant in any way? Maybe we're meant to observe something from up here. And that's something that... Well, that's coming out of that ground. That's probably something we're meant to do later or something. Okay. What is going on here? Well, that's an odd thing to just exist. We must knock down a ladder from above or something. Use that to travel somewhere else later. Or drop down onto it later. Leaving the area. I see a step ladder here. Can I steal it? That would be too useful, wouldn't it? Into the church. Nice flowers.
Wow, I finally got there.
Finally, yeah, I wasn't running around everywhere but the church, was I?
St. Exel Church.
Something's fallen down there in a big orb. Is that a weather vane? Say a little prayer for you. Forever.
Let's find what this church has in store for me.
I won't sing that song anymore.
Today a reader, tomorrow a leader. Well, they made sure to enjoy today.
That's an odd place to just leave a pile of books as well. Just sat on a bench. Like, you know, one or two, but like a whole heap of them. There's definitely something ominous.
That's one elaborate sundial. Despite its look, I'm sure people can still use it.
Yeah,
But
it's a sundial, not a
watch.
weather vane. Are you suggesting I need to be here at a specific time of day? And something will happen? That kind of is what you hinted at right there. Don't make time of day puzzles.
It won't open from this side.
Don't make time of day puzzles. Like, we've got to watch for a reason, right? There's obviously going to be something at a specific time of day. It's probably like a late last minute thing, but... I'm not even fighting you.
This smell of dust and candles. No doubt I'm on the right track. I am gonna need a key for this one.
Okay. Is it the key that's in the bird's mouth? You refuse to give it.
Storage room.
As much as I wanted it. Hello, BP. Bear monuments.
This setup looks recent. They probably did it
And
just before the
trousers.
attack on the village.
Why is it random
Have some
pair of
courage,
trousers? Who took their trousers off? Okay, there's more mod. You don't want to inspect any of the other ones. Okay. Interestingly, like, are these set up for the people that vanished in the incident? In which case, there are more people that are still alive then. This one's a doggo. Not a bear. So maybe the cult are still alive. Lost coin. Let me guess. This door's
Transect.
locked and we have to go down. No? Okay. Yeah, I was going to go down the thing, but, you know, this one's open. Okay, well, that's got the cult symbol.
Abbot who watched over the population of St. Exel. He dedicated his life to the village and the population. He distinguished himself in particular
And now he's
by
just a
his taste for
skull.
religious, spiritual, and cultural texts. The large library of the Assumption Church is in his image.
A new clue. Okay, this
He
is
has
the
been
cult room.
condemned by the sect.
It's been condemned by the sect. Okay, I won't even try to go in there because the sect say no. Sure. This one's one creepier
What are they
monument.
doing here? I'm not sure I really want to know.
A baby doll on a rocker. And a sideways photo. Why is that? Why are you putting sideways photos? Like, they're sellotaped specifically sideways. That's probably the most unsettling part of this. You deliberately sellotape the photos sideways. That's an interesting choice. For certain. Like, so what if the cult condemns the cemetery? Seems safe enough to me. Okay, there's an angel.
I could never open that one.
Like, you've been in here before. I could never open that one. Maybe you meant I can never. Or it's, you know, it'd be impossible for me. That's someone else opening. Because you're just walking and they'll still think, oh, it's more cult tapes. Chanting. Another weird baby altar. And boats, okay.
The time has come, my friend.
To sacrifice your children.
Everything has been revealed to me. I understand why the most basic things, like having babies, has been taken from us. Our divinity, that required so much sacrifice, is still not content.
So you killed a lot of children.
Village kids have had it easy for too long.
Because
They
you couldn't
need
have kids, you
share a
killed everyone
burden.
else's kids.
It talks to me and asks to surrender them to its will. Generations have forgotten how this village was built. It is time for a history lesson. We placed statues to display each person we sent to sea. In their anonymity, they remind us of the road still to be enjoyed. But be reassured, my devotees, this
So these
road
are all dead
is
bodies.
coming to an end. I found a way to communicate with our protector. It has chosen me as its vessel and talked to me so many times. I will finally be able to answer. A few of us were meeting secretly in preparation for our next and last action. It will all be revealed to you tonight after the festivities. Do not enter the crypt yet.
Yet.
I have the answers you have all been looking for. I will remove this poison from our lives.
So you caused everyone to vanish.
The annual High Mass is still maintained for the day after the Feast of the Village. Like previous years, we are expecting many of you. The sect had chosen the right place and the right time to strike a blow.
Also, you've got a mushroom house. Mario. Association for Infants. Ecclesia Notre Dame, Assumption Church, annual meeting. This is 14th of February to Sunday, the 16th of February. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Nothing actually. Okay, I'm checking all these doors, and now, because we don't have maps, I'm getting completely lost. Why is this giant bear on a seesaw as a monument? I mean, obviously it's because they've got rid of all children and monuments to the dead children.
Mausoleum.
But
They played an important part in the development of St. Exel.
another
This
one
family
that's
was
in a
charge of the local
cage.
agriculture. They ultimately defended the village by burning their own crops. The flower house was once their home.
Oh, burning
It is
the
now owned
crop.
by the town.
Is that what your symbolism was for the clue to the they forget how the town started. Burning the crops of children, I guess, is what you were getting at. Okay, but back outside. Don't go into the crypt yet. I'm guessing if we go into the crypt, it's like a ending. Okay. See another cult sign over. This has to be like you jump down from it. So that's fast travel.
Bulletin from the city of St. Exel. The structure has been weakened and water can infiltrate the wall. The town will start the repairs soon so they can avoid a collapse before winter. Doesn't look like they had time.
Water, but I don't think this will damage it, but it might. Rain.
I'm going to need something to break those.
Okay, the axe, of course. Okay, maybe you use the axe whilst it rains. Okay. Again, we need to travel back to the house and get the axe. Travel to the house. Take 1 hour and 15 minutes. We don't want to go to the house, actually. As much as we need that axe. As much as we need the axe. I feel like there's a different axe. Okay. Never mind.
Cemetery. It has been condemned by the sect.
And there's a weather changer there as well. So... okay. Why they provide more axes, I don't know, but I'm not going to complain. We've got an extra axe.
Planks removed. This should weaken this son of a brick.
Now, it was saying winter as well, so I don't know if it's the rain or if it's the winter. It's probably just we changed the weather to winter. I feel like there's a lot inside that we missed. So. I feel like there is a lot that we've missed inside. Okay. It's only 12:30. Fine. Got plenty of time.
There are no bad moments to officialize a bond.
Well, I mean, it's an interesting choice of wedding car.
I could move faster with such a bike, but with these ghosts on the road, I really wouldn't be discreet.
Why not take it? Like a little chav car that is missing wheels. Missing a few wheels. Vive la Mary's, yes. Okay. And like the cans. I never understood the cans tied to the back of the car thing. What is that meant to symbolise? But, you know, that's a very interesting choice of marriage car for certain. It's not other times. But if you're a chav, maybe it's a fast, sporty chavvy car. Okay, the thing didn't actually collapse. It just created a mound up to it.
Solve this puzzle and win a coin to use in George's workshop.
Well, push that. That would be a terrible idea. Obviously, you want me to go into that. Okay, so if I push that there. That should be safe.
It would be funny if this table said interesting things at times, wouldn't it?
Okay, I'm thinking this through. Okay, I don't see any danger in pushing that to the end of it. Then I can push that there, then pull this all the way back. Then if we swap that... Okay, let's get you in there and get you reset. I mean, all I need to do is turn it around and we've solved it, actually. Okay, I mean, we don't even need to go that far in. It was easy enough.
No, assist me.
I was overcomplicating that and overthinking it. Bom, bom, bom. Right, okay, another weather changer. Let's change the weather back. Sunny. Dead, creepy thing that's got a traffic cone on its head. Someone literally graffitied sex on it.
Never betrayed by our steeds. I only took a few riding lessons when I was little, but from memory, you can't trust these beasts. So
Why can't you trust horses? I guess you got thrown off at a young age and had a serious injury. You can't trust horses. Well, I guess mostly it depends on how you treat them, right? I thought that was another weather changer there for a moment. I was like, why are there two in one area? What would be the point in that? I'm guessing the door was probably blocked with snow. Okay, well, we're back into the church.
Tomb of the Duc de Bliard. He was in charge of defending St. Exil's agricultural and maritime activities. The White Manor is one of the vestiges of this family, who still live in the region. An ingenious system
I'm sure there's a reason.
developed for its moats made it possible to send water to different parts of the village.
Okay, so she's the water distributor.
I am gonna need a key for this one.
Okay, that's probably...
Vegetable garden and scriptorium.
No, that's not the same key door from a different size. Interestingly enough. There's a water life preserver in the middle of the church. That's an interesting place to keep it. In fact, you've got several of them. Right. Unlocked from both sides. Okay. But now we've circled back to this. Maybe there's something more before we continue back on round in circles.
It's locked. I can't open it.
So we don't need to unlock that one. More lost coins. You really have nothing. Lamina somnium word back in lamina legistanum fructus coagulation tes ipse adefina somnum quod expertis. He died. He died in his sleep. I don't really speak Latin, but I picked up a little. Like somnus is like sleep, and I picked up the death at the end. So she died in her sleep. I guess that wasn't relevant enough to the game to be something that you wanted to say. So that's the way out that we went that was back outside. There were more doors back the way that we came. And there was something telling us, like, not to go into the crypt.
This staging was prepared while the population was at the festivities. The population of St. Exil being already fragile. I dare to imagine the trauma of people if they had been exposed to this.
Also, like, did the one lady alone carry all these boats by herself and stage this up? I don't think so. Clearly had some help from... Because imagine if the one lady did all this. Okay. The lag suggests there's a battle in. I'm just gonna skirt around the sides. I don't want to go down into the crypt yet, because it suggested don't go into the crypt yet. I think there's like 3 endings. I'm gonna presume there are 3 endings.
Pile of books. Father, I have heard noises coming from the crypt several times. It is during the night when I prepare the mass that I hear them. Isn't the crypt supposed to be unlocked only once a year? The door is locked up tight when I want to access it. Interesting. This book traces the entire history of the church and the creation of this cross.
And it had no words in it to begin
with.
with.
For my bedtime reading. This church seems to hide a lot of secrets from me.
Something about this suggests, like, maybe if we don't take it, we get a different ending.
The Assumption Memorial Cross. It was created in honor of the people who participated in the prosperity of St. Exil.
But I don't know.
Looking more closely at the cross, one has the impression that some parts can be interlocked on the sides.
Okay, so it's a puzzle, and we need to put some items in. Okay, yeah. And probably something we get from sleeping with the book.
It must have taken a lot of time to set up all this staging. A lot of struggling souls probably joined the devotees over time.
I mean, a lot of time or a lot of people. One or the other. I didn't actually see a crypt door, so I'm guessing the bits missing off the cross open up the door from what you suggested. Oh, there's.
Crypt.
How cryptic.
This door seems locked by a complex
Yeah,
mechanism.
okay, I got it. That's why it's safe to click on it. Because you kind of railroaded that pretty hard, that we need to put some things into the cross to get in. Okay, and I'm guessing that's the final boss, which is why... Also, this is a demon cross. Nice church you got there. With a literal demon cross. Very devout, your people, aren't they? Very devout. I wonder if there's any more demonic symbolism that I've missed. Okay, there's the path up here. There's another gate that might be locked for all I know, because I never clicked on it. Go back that way. More lag.
I am gonna need a key for this
Okay.
one.
So we need quite a few keys. And I'm running out of places that you could be hiding them, other than in the basement or in the dream from having grabbed the Bible. Maybe only path is grabbing the Bible. There might not be any other option but to grab the Bible. That's clearly blocked now that I see it. Missing the boat's optional. Unlock the fisherman's lockers using the boat. Nico the hungry robot option. Go to sleep and study the church book. Get the storm key from the birds. So we need the key from the bird. Okay, we've also got multiple ways back home. I choose one that's over here, yes. Probably isn't the best one. Also, there's a path to the beach. How long have we got? Thank you, Bravo. I like you too. There's also a weather changer. I wonder if that's got anything. Okay. Travel to the house. There's also a bar sign.
George seems to have a particular skill for turning anything into art.
Okay. I'm gonna do this because this will open the fast travel to here. And then I don't know where the other path would be. But it's also to the house. Because I haven't seen another place unless this isn't, you know, that maybe that one goes to where I'm. And then there's the area to the beach as well that we need to open. So we've got a few options to go through that. A few. High quality ammunition deal more damage. Also, I don't know what I'm missing with the turbines on the roof. Because I saw them and I did what would be obvious to activate them. Okay, this knocks this down. But that didn't do what I thought it would. But that's just a door. Okay. This is where I thought it would. I see the gates. Let's investigate in here first. Scraps! A tape.
Completely locked.
A locked gate. I'm not listening to the music because goddamn content ID claimers.
Completely locked.
Okay. Locked.
We both knew you couldn't resist me.
Lever! Okay.
I don't have enough of this ammo.
Are we
both
gonna
knew you
leave
couldn't
her?
Resist me.
There's trees to chop down as well, though. Okay, so we've unlocked that. There's trees to chop down. Have we got the axe in our house? Like, we should have an axe in a house, which is why I chose the lever. There's a lot of trees that we need to chop down. The lever obviously activates things. Maybe it wouldn't let me activate the turbines because the lever wasn't down. Maybe once the lever's down, the turbines activate. Probably a matter of order. Because it did give us an extra axe. Maybe the axe just spawns in whatever zone it's meant to be and you have to collect it every time. Okay. Put the lever in. Let's put everything in that can make ammo. And let's go get the axe as well. Because we're not going to leave that on the floor. Because apparently we need it. I don't know what happened to our other axe then. Did I leave it in the lighthouse? I'm sure I took it with me. But I might have neglected it and left it. I might have. There's always a chance, but I left it behind. Poor axe. I'm sorry, my axe. Okay, go get the axe. And at least if we take the lever with us, we can dump it in the house on the way. If we take the axe, probably solve more puzzles. Because that one's specifically for that. This probably opens up more areas to us. Oof. It's 3 PM. It wants us to go to sleep and contemplate on the Bible. I'm gonna do it because maybe that opens up some things to us, and you know, we'll see what that does. We will see what that does for us before we make our decision. Okay, let's go. Come on. The house. Hurry up. But first... now that we know that it definitely is just leave the things and then run around elsewhere, we can make this guy come out of here. We can do it. Right, there's a mushroom. Right. Nice, tasty mushroom for you right there. I'm gonna run away and leave you to it.
It's lost.
And of course, we get ambushed for doing that.
We told you stealing was bad.
Hello? Hello? It's not letting me use my gun. Hello? It thinks I'm out of battle. This is... Oh, now we're just frozen. And now it has frozen me to the spot. Fantastic. Fantastic. Now no buttons work. Apart from move the camera. I've dropped the patches out of my pads in frustration. Well, there's another bug we've discovered. And I don't know when it last saved. So that's a more frustrating part, because I was going to go to the house and go to sleep and that would have saved. But now it's bugged. So that's where I'm going to call it a day. I'll be back tomorrow with something else. It's a shame that had a bug, but have a nice rest of your day and I'll catch you all again soon. Bye 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 bye.